Hi guys, this is Jim the Life Coach. This is a journey with a good friend of mine, Luba. She's a singer-songwriter and is trying to put out some new music. So I thought I'd kind of promote her a little bit on the show. But hey, you can catch her on her Insta and her YouTube channels. And her name is Black Diamond. Also, if you like what you hear, I want you to share, like, and subscribe. You hear that? If you like what you hear, share, like, and subscribe. Because that's the only way we can get this show buzzing and, get it around. Also, if you would like to be part of the show and like to have your say on some topics or issues that we're talking about, then please email gmthelifecoach336@gmail.com. That's gmthelifecoach336@gmail.com. Now, sit back and relax and listen to Luba, aka Black Diamond, and this is her journey. GM, the Life Coach. Hi guys, this is GM, the Life Coach. I'm here with my good friend Luba. We've been friends for years, and musically we've linked up. Well, I wanted to link up. We didn't actually link up musically, but some people are a bit stush, but we won't go into that. So anyway, we're here. Shooting out in the comments if you hear any noise. It's just people walking by or some dogs, pooing and doing stuff. Anyway, say hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Are you sure you're good?
I'm good.
All right, okay, let's make sure. So we're going to do a journey, all right? We're going to talk a little bit about your life and, we're going to have a little bit of fun time, yeah? All right, cool. Okay, so, Luba, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself. What do you do? And what did you do?
What I do now is I work in retail.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did before when? And what point of my life are you asking?
Actually, well, I'm going to do it the proper way I normally do it, okay? Because you're looking at me like that. Okay, all right, okay. So, Luba, when you... we'll take you back to primary school, okay? So, what were you like in primary school?
Quiet. Very quiet. Quiet.
Just quiet?
Just very quiet.
Did you... were you good at anything in primary school? Like, were you good at maths? Or what was your favourite subject?
Music.
Only music?
Only music.
It's going to be a good interview. So you were into music.
Yeah.
Were you good at maths, English?
English. Yeah. Science.
More than maths?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
Okay.
do maths to save my life.
Can't do maths to save your life. Okay, all right. All right. So you did that, and then so you were quiet. You didn't really talk. Why didn't you talk that much? Why?
It's just how I was, I guess.
Shy?
Shy, but still popular. Mm. Had friends, but I was just the observer of the group, I would say, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd always be looking around and kind of just being careful.
Yeah, and taking things in, taking how people were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that help later on to when you get to secondary school to kind of shape who you were?
In a sense, yes, but that didn't come through until maybe year 9. Because throughout year 7 to year 9, I was still quiet.
Wow, bit of a mute.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. All right, so let's go secondary school then. Let's fast forward. So you leave primary school, just being a quiet self, getting your stuff done, but not being, overbearing on anybody, just being observant. Actually, let's go back. Who was your favourite teacher in primary school?
Miss Purvis, my year 6 teacher. From year 1 to year 6, everyone used to believe she was a witch. So we was all quite scared of her.
Wait, a witch?
Yeah, she had a broomstick in her classroom. So we all thought she was a witch.
Okay, all right. Anything more you need to know?
She didn't help with some of the things she used to say as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's not until, because she was my form tutor in year 6, when I started to get to know her, it's like, actually, no, she's actually a real human and she's cool. People are still scared of her, but I sucked up to her. I was a bit of a teacher's pet.
Now it's coming out. Teacher's pet. Okay, because you were quiet. So, okay, fair enough. So she didn't have a broomstick and she didn't have a black cat.
She did have a broomstick.
Oh, she had a broomstick?
She did have the broomstick.
She was flying the broomstick?
No, she didn't. Okay. And she had dogs. She had sausage dogs.
What was her name again?
Miss Purvis.
All right, so Miss Purvis, if you're listening, wherever you are, you must be about 95,000 years old. But wherever you are, okay, your kids thought you were a witch. I'm just saying that, okay? I'll just put it out there. So, Luba, let's go secondary school. Look, you laughing. Don't laugh. You just put it out there. Let's go secondary school. So, you started in year 7.
Yeah.
You went from Miss Purvis, a great teacher. Did you have a favourite teacher in year 7?
Not that I can remember. No.
How did you find secondary school?
Fun. Challenging. Annoying. I went to a girls' school, so that was a bit much, dealing with other girls' emotions 24/7. But yeah, it was fun.
So, what was that like? So you went from, was it a mixed school, primary school?
Yeah.
To a girls' school. What was that transition like? I've always wondered what that's like.
I didn't know what to expect. So, in primary school, I didn't really hang out with a lot of girls or be playing football and stuff like that. So going into secondary school with a whole bunch of girls, it felt fun at first because, I've got loads of sisters and stuff like that. And then you start to realise, as if with family in general, you don't really need to see them all the time. So it was interesting.
And is it true that sometimes women can be quite bitchy?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Do you see any bitchiness?
Yeah. I gave some out too. Definitely. When you're in that environment, it's like when you're in prison. Mm-hmm. You have to survive, innit? Mm-hmm. So you will do shit that you probably wouldn't normally do. Yeah. So, yeah. Bitchiness was definitely flying around the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you have any, because I know I've heard about girls' schools where they have, mad capers. Did you have, mad capers, you going out and leaving the school and escaping? Yeah, to go to the boys' school that was probably that's down the road. Did you end up doing anything like that?
I didn't personally do anything like that, no, but whenever we had lessons on the other side, there would be other older boys and stuff like that, especially if they weren't going to school, and the girls would go absolutely crazy. There was a few stories where you heard people doing the birds and the bees in the park right opposite the school.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it was a bit of a frenzy sometimes, yeah. Yeah, because obviously we're just locked up with bare girls, so when you see a boy, it's like, oh my gosh! Yeah.
Was there any girls that used to fancy girls?
Not that I know. If they did, they kept it well hidden.
They kept it well hidden?
Yeah.
I bet you got fancy until you...
I wasn't told, so...
Okay, fair enough. All right, so secondary school, we got to year 9, because that's the year, right?
Yeah.
So you were quiet up until year 9, you'd say, or getting more louder? What would you like?
Getting a bit more louder, but still quiet. Yeah. Still, popular within my friends and stuff, but yeah, still quiet.
Who was your best friend?
I had 2, so Margaret and Tamika.
You speak to them now?
Yeah. Not as, every day, but we still speak, yeah.
Do you reminisce?
What, when we speak? Yeah. Yeah.
When that time we left school and went to go and chase the boys?
We didn't do that.
Don't lie.
We did not. Trust me. Me and Margaret more time was in with our singing teacher, or just in the playground just singing and stuff like that. And Tamika would be there and we'd be dancing and all of that stuff. So that was pretty much that.
So you can dance?
I try. I can do a 1-2 step.
1-2 step, she says. This time we're just spinning on the head. All right. So get to year 9. Yeah. You're getting progressively a bit more comfortable and whatever. So the shyness was going away at this point, year 9?
It was still there. Yeah. But not as predominant, no.
And what were your favourite subjects at that point?
Science, music, English.
Science, music, English. Okay, fair enough. Why did you like science?
I liked the thinking aspect of it, I guess. And having to do the research and then put in to see if it works. Yeah.
So you mentioned that you like music, because we're going to come on to that in a bit anyway, but your initial stuff in music when you did primary school and in secondary school into music, what is it that drew you to music? What drew you to music?
My dad. He was in a band, so he was always singing and always touring and stuff like that. So, and he was always playing music in the house. So I think that was it, really.
Yeah. What kind of music were you into? Was you into what he was into?
No. I liked what he done, but it was like music from back home and stuff like that.
Right.
So for me, it was more on, at that time especially, like the jazzy side and just soul and blues. Like nothing really to do with lyrics, more just the instrumental part of it. Right. And then as I started to grow older and cable started to come more readily available, I got into the R&B and rapping and all of that stuff. So yeah.
Oh, wicked. Okay, so what's your background? What's your background again?
Zimbabwe. I'm from Southern Africa. Southern Africa,
yeah, Zimbabwe. Yeah, I had a friend who's from Zimbabwe, George. Yeah, I haven't seen him since I met him.
How does that work?
Long story. Well, I basically lived in a hostel when I was younger, and he used to live in the same hostel as me, and he was such a safe guy, man. But simple. Yeah. You know? If there's $5 on the floor, he looked straight on the floor, he's looking for the $5. I'm just joking, but he was looking for the $5. But he was lovely, and I got to meet his mum, because I think he was mixed race as well, so he told me that about Zimbabwe was a little bit, racially divided and stuff, and so he was kind of conflicted in that kind of way. So we became really good friends for about 3 months, the time I was basically there. Yeah. And then one day I went to go knock on his door and he'd moved out. Oh. And he just wasn't there. Okay. And I thought it was going to be a friendship for life kind of thing, like you and your girls. And it just disappeared on me. I'm not going to cry. Goodbye.
Right, you'll soon meet again. If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Thank you, Luba. Give me the words of wisdom there. All right, so we're going to move on to the later years of your secondary school. So we'll get to say year 10 and 11. Yeah. What were you like then? And I mean as a person, what were you like as a person?
A lot more talkative. Because before, if I was saying something and somebody else was to cut in, I'll just allow them to do so, and then I just wouldn't carry on. But then at that point in my life, it was like, no, you're going to shut up and I'm going to finish. Whether it's good things or not, I'm still going to say my piece. So I think, more confident in that point. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were you still a teacher's pet?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
You rebelled by that time?
Yeah, I think so. I'd already been expelled. That's when you go for a week or something like that. Right, yeah.
So suspended. We suspended those days. Expelled is different. Yeah, that's when you don't have a school. What?
Excluded, or is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's now it's excluded, but then it was expelled. Yeah.
So suspended. Yeah, bunking.
So hold on, wait. So wait. I just clicked right there. So we went from this lovely, quiet young lady, short as well, tiny little thing. Look at you, little tiny little bud of joy. 4 foot nothing, yeah, and that's actually true. But and then so you was this quiet, little flower, and then you start to get.
I bloomed. I was a seed, and I bloomed into a beautiful flower.
And then you start to behave badly.
A wild flower, then. If that's
a wild better. Flower, yeah, that's right.
Just a little bit.
Let's see that wild flower.
Just a little bit.
Right, so. What did you do? Did you just, when you were excluded, was it just that you were just bunking and you got excluded for bunking?
No.
Or were you fighting? Or
it was an incident in drama, so we had a supply teacher.
Wait, you had an incident in my subject? Nappy. Anyway, go on.
And we had a supply teacher, so obviously she doesn't know our names and stuff like that. So whenever there was a supply teacher, we all know how it gets. We take the mick, innit? So she's trying to control us 20-something girls, and it's not happening. And she's put us into different types of groups for whatever activity it was. And an incident happened where, I can't say insults, but something was happening where she ended up hearing either the word shut up or something like that. So she couldn't say who it was, and nobody was going to snitch. So I was not the only one. 3 of us, I think, got suspended at that point because, we all denied it. I never said it, but I got suspended. It was nice. I got to spend some time with my dad at home.
Listen to music.
Yeah.
Well, did you start writing songs at that point?
I had already been writing songs from, I guess, primary school. really. Not that I knew there were songs. I was just writing like poems and stuff like that.
Right.
And then I'll just try and sing it.
Yeah. You still do poetry now?
A little bit.
So, I've got a poetry section that I do in this podcast.